Some of you may remember the 4506T or the more recent 4506C document. Well, today I'm going to talk about this this form called the 8821 form. Now, what is the 8821 form? Basically, what that form is, it's to allow financial institutions, tax preparers or so forth to get information directly from the IRS. So it just allows to access your historical or future tax information. And so the purpose of this is just go over step by step what the form is and uh, how to fill it out or so forth. Now, if you are the borrower and you're in the purpose of uh, a lot of times all you're going to have to do is just sign the form right here where you put your name and then the title here and as a tax preparer, so that could either be you as an individual or as for your business, and then that taxpayer identification number. So either that will be your tax ID number, EIN number, or social security number, whatever you're filing tax under, right? And then the designee would be the the individual company, so forth, that is filing or getting that information from you. So one of the questions will be, well, what is this CAF number or this PTIN number? Well, this is numbers that the designee will have on their behalf that they have to have with the IRS in order to receive your information. But so the CAF number is the centralized authorization number. It's a nine-digit number assigned to the IRS to individuals or entities that can represent the taxpayer, which would be either you as an individual or you as a business owner or business. And then you have that prepared tax identification number, which is a unique number that the IRS assigns to tax preparer. Tax preparer obviously could be a professional that works with the IRS. That could be a tax tax preparer, accountant, or CPA. But back to here. So one of the things here. So that's who are the and then the designee, and then who else to be sent copies of notice. So typically the designee would be here, and then especially on the lending situation, the financial information would go here, right? And so the type of tax information is what the financial institution would want to know. So typically, a factoring company or their information they're going to want to know is are you as a business, are you paying your taxes? Well, paying your taxes, as well as are you paying your payroll taxes? So meaning that, because if you don't know, if you don't pay your payroll taxes, usually that's the first thing that the IRS is going to go after a company for, because that's typically where it first generates a lot of the revenue to IRS from our paycheck. So if you see all that stuff that's on your paycheck for payroll taxes. But back to this form, this 8821 form, where it's just different tax types of information. Maybe there's an estate or whatever, but the different form that is filed on here. So the 1040 is like the individual form, the 941, that's the payroll form, and the 720, that's for like corporations and other forms. And then what periods of the years did they want? and specific tax matters will get filled on here. And but typically 9 times out of 10, what the financial institution that is requesting that information, they just want to know if you're paying your taxes on time, and then be alerted that, and that form will allow to be alerted if that information is not happening, so that the financial institutions can be know what's going on. So if it's something bad's happening, especially if some company is financing you and maybe doing payroll funding, they definitely going to require that information. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, definitely put it in the chat and I'll do my best to answer those for you.